Kia ora, and welcome to day 11 of Month Done and a month of mindful moments with tangling. Just like most families, mine has some wonderful different characters, different strokes for different folks. And this is a tangle that deserves to have some of those different strokes used, different characters, perhaps we should call them tangulations, and draw them every once in a while. The tangle that I'm going to do today is ing. And last year, if you were following along, we turned ing into a ring. But this time we're going to change the stroke from a straight line to a curve. So at the edge where your previous triply little root headed off, I'm just going to start this, and instead of drawing ing with straight lines, we're going to give it some beautiful curved arches. Just taking those little curves instead of straight lines and pushing them across our page. Once again, when you reach the middle spine, just add a bit of sparkle there. So here would be our zigzag. And now we're going to keep going with those curved lines. So instead of going in a straight line, I'm going to curve to the right. So from the bottom of my arch, I'm going to curve to the right and curve to the right. Each time I'm taking the bottom arch and heading up to about halfway along that down stroke with a lovely gentle curve. I'm going to do the same at the top of the arches. This time I'm going to curve down the way, taking that curved line and gently using it. That one's going to head off the page, I think. And then we're going to do our lines to the left this time. So from the bottom of the arch, I'm going to go to the left in a gentle curve. And so ing starts to almost look like a little bit of a tweed ribbon, if you've done that one before. And again, so we've gone from the left and up. So this time we'll go from the left and down, just keeping that lovely curved stroke with our pen. And there is ing, done with different strokes. I'm just going to rotate my pad and just give all of these little ing triangles a nice aura. I'm not going to do an aura on every side, I'm just going to do it on two. So just it begins to look as if each triangle is coming out of the one before. When you're working in a small notebook or on a tile, always make sure that you rotate it to make it easier for your drawing hand. No point in making life hard work for ourselves. Just gently keep those curved lines going. You don't need to think about where the line is going to go, because the curved stroke that you've already put down is giving you the clue on where to put your aura lines. I'll head back to the top. And on the top one this time, again, each one is growing out of one side of the triangle. It doesn't matter if you've done a different one to me, that will still work just fine. And just to emphasize, my different strokes here and my different triangles and my aura, I'm just going to add a little bit of black to the top ones. Add a little bit of drama in there. It's just what we need. I might do the same on the small ones on the other side too. Each little ing is added to make the complete pattern, and by using every little curved stroke instead of a straight one, you can change the look of this tangle very easily. And for shading on this one, I'm going to take my main triangles. I'm just going to add a little bit of graphite just at the bottom edge here, so that I can then use my torsion to gently pull the graphite into the inner triangle of each of these little sections of the tangle. And as we're doing these different triangles, filling them in gently, maybe for each one, just gently pause and think of an individual family member of your whānau as you're doing your ing. So there we have an ing with a different stroke. And let's go back to our prompt. My whānau, which means family in Māori, what do you want to say about your family? Who do their different strokes? Do they fit in like ing's different strokes? Or are they a little bit more haphazard, with everybody being slightly different? But they'll still all work together. So write down about your family and what you appreciate of them today, and I'll see you again tomorrow.